Hello everyone, welcome to ST Model Cars. In this video, I would like to show you this 1/18 scale Porsche Panamera Turbo S. So this is the generation 2 of the Panamera, and this is made by Minichamps. Price point on this, I got this for $170. As you can see, this is I would say, an almost full opening diecast. The trunk doesn't open, but the hood and the four doors are all open. Okay. And I think there's a reason why Minichamps chose to make this trunk not openable. And as you can guess, it's probably related to the spoiler mechanism, which we'll take a closer look a bit later. All right, so there's a few colors that are being released by Minichamps, but somehow I like this white version, so this is what I got. Okay. All right, so looking at the front end here, the headlight details, you have the four LED accents here, right? And then right in the middle, right where my pointer is, you can see the main headlight projector. Underneath here, you have your, I guess your surge signal assembly, and this is actually a separate lens, so this is pretty nicely done, right? And here's the front look of the Panamera, and unfortunately, none of this grill, the openings are perforated, so this is just a molded plastic with no perforation. Okay, so you got the Porsche logo on the hood here, and let's take a peek under the hood. So there's a little button here on the bottom, and you see my right thumb. If you press that, it will pop the hood open, so it's easier to open. All right. The engine bay, to be honest, there isn't much detail. As you can see, it's pretty much fully covered. There's some nice label that are included there, right? But there's nothing much to see here underneath the engine cover on the engine bay. However, that's not really Minichamps' fault, as they replicate this through to the real car. Okay. All right, and here's the side view of the Panamera, and this one has a working suspension, front and back, as you can see. It has the panoramic sunroof on the roof here, right? And then let's take a closer look at the wheel and tires. So it has the yellow brake caliper with Porsche lettering in it, and it has a cross-drilled brake rotor, right? And this multi-spoke wheel design. Same at the rear. Okay, and you get the rear view mirror details here. Okay. And you get a separate piece, pull door handles as well. So before we peek at the interior, let's look at underneath the car. Let's look at the chassis, which honestly there isn't much to see. Everything is covered, and again, that might not be Minichamps' fault, as the real cars probably kind of looks like this on the bottom, but they're kind of taking a shortcut here. Like all the stuff that can be replicated, like the rear axles and some of the suspension pieces here. Instead of making them a separate piece, this is all molded into one piece. And you got the exposed tailpipe here. Okay, so again, nothing much on the chassis. All right, so let's take a closer look at the interior. So it has a maroon and black interior, and I think it's really nice looking. So if you look at the interior here, right, you can see the infotainment screen in the center. You have a wood accent panels throughout the width of the dash. You have the chrono package up there, right? And you have the shifter here in the middle. You have the two cup holders and the armrest there. Seats, here's a seat pattern. Again, this is pretty much dominated by the maroon color. This is carpeted, of course, right? And here's the detail of the door panel. Okay, let's open the back. Okay, similar door panel design with the one in the front. And this is the 2x2 configuration, right? So there's only 2 people that can sit in the back. You have a screen there in the middle with some controls, right? And you can see the panoramic sunroof from the bottom here. Okay, let's take a closer look of the interior from the driver's side. So here it is in the driver's side. You can see the instrument panel there. You can see the 3-spoke steering wheel with the Porsche logo in the center. You can see a bit better of the shifter and the controls here from the driver's side. So quite detailed, pretty nice detail here by Minichamps. And here's the door panel detail on the driver's side. And of course, this is all carpeted, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, so taking a closer look of the car from the rear here, right? You have the Porsche lettering in between the taillights here, and it says Panamera Turbo S, right? You get the reflectors here on the bumper. You have the exposed tailpipe here as well. And let me put the camera back here on the pedestal. And if you see here, the spoiler, there's a little button here where my finger is. If you press that, it will pop the spoiler up, and then you can actually slide, each half to the side, and makes the spoiler into like an open position like this, which is pretty neat. But unfortunately, I think because of the complexity of this mechanism, they could not hide it well if they make the hatch or the trunk open, right? So Minichamps chose not to make the trunk as an openable feature, but they kind of replace it with this deployable spoiler features, which I think is pretty cool. So I don't mind it too much. All right, and here's the side view from the driver's side on the Panamera Turbo S. So overall, I think it's really nice piece by Minichamps. Although if I can be honest, I don't think some of the level of the details, especially in the chassis, justify the $170 price. This, I don't know. Like I've bought a cheaper Noref that has much better detail compared to this Panamera. But again, that's just my personal opinion. If you have any thoughts or or questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. Much appreciated if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I hope you enjoy the review of this Panamera Turbo S by Minichamps. I will see you in my next video, and thanks for watching.